So here are the actual sand samples, the 3 1-gram sand samples that we took from the sample we just prepped. And this is the Teflon stick that I used in the same sample. So here we have the milestone. We've got boats 5, 6, and 7 prepped. They've been purged already. So we're gonna go ahead and grab number 5, the boat, and put it inside the scale here. If you look inside, there's actually a boat holder on the actual scale. So the boat goes right in there. You want to make sure the boat holder is in the middle of the scale, and that the boat's weight is actually balanced and is centered on the boat holder. Go ahead and tear that. Generally, you shouldn't use gloves on the instruments. I'm going to go ahead and use my pinky because we're doing this video. Okay, so when you're loading the boats, this is probably sorry, I'm just going to tear this one more time. This is probably the most difficult part, loading the actual sand onto the boats. It's very precarious, so just be really careful with it and slow. If you can't do this large one, if you're afraid it's going to fall, you can always just cut it in half and take each half. Again, it's okay to lift this, tip it onto the Teflon stick, and just gently deposit it into the boat. Now I'm going to go back for this. Okay, so that's going to be our first sample. We're going to wait for this red light, the red numbers to turn out green. Okay, so the scale is pretty stabilized. Okay, the scale is pretty stabilized. We're going to hit this scale button, and you see the weight's going to be recorded right there. The weight will be recorded automatically. At that point, we're going to take this boat and put it right back into slot 5 and grab boat 6. Oh, okay. Occasionally, so if you look at boat 5 again, occasionally these will not quite fit inside the boat just because of the shape of the sand. You can actually try to lightly flatten them. Just be careful you don't lose any of the sand. You can flatten it right into the boat. Generally, you don't want any of this sand to peek out above this portion. If you look down that portion, you want to make sure that you can't see any sand. Okay. Now we're just going to go ahead and do the rest, and then go ahead and... So we're just going to go ahead and run the rest of the samples, and that'll be our milestone concentration of the sample. Okay.